Well, that was disappointing, but let me tell you that's a really good example of why you don't want to just be chasing your main story quests and nothing else. Let us wander in. We do have some job quests that we have been neglecting um, rather fiercely. You know what? I'm just going to grab my home button and we're going to hit that. So it is time for us to return to the Thaumaturges Guild and get going on that. All right. Wow, everyone looks really happy. Ethernet and Thaumaturge. Let's go. Okay. Oh no, sign of a rookie. You haven't yet worked out you can use the big Ethernet crystals. Of course, some of us are rookies for longer than others. Yayaki, have I not even joined the guild yet? I am such a bad thaumaturge. Well, adventurer, will you join our guild, or do you presume to ignore the urgings of impatient destiny? Well, I've been ignoring it so far, but I just got my tail handed to me, so I better not ignore it anymore. The Way of the Thaumaturge. Yayaki wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Thaumaturges Guild. Well, let's do it. A wise decision indeed. To prepare for your initiation, I would have you study the volumes of Fundamental Thaumaturgical Principle, all 108 of them. Or at least, I would, if such requirements had not been abolished. Too great a deterrent to fresh novices, they said. I suppose you shall just have to settle for calling upon the collective wisdom of our guildmasters. We have 5, you see, all brothers of the same house. Though they all wield supreme authority, it is the eldest who provides a singular voice for the guild, when one is required. Master Kokobigo, I believe. Well, let's go and find Master Kokobigo. Hi. Whoa! What? Oh, Thal's teeth, miss. Did your mother never tell you not to startle a thaumaturge? Look at that expectant face, Kokobigo. The lady is obviously a new applicant for the guild seeking audience with our eldest brother. Oh, Prelate Yayaki, she can recite the 307 verses of the funerary rites of the virtuous fallen from memory, but the simple task of keeping our names straight seems ever beyond her grasp. Well, I for one find the constant confusion endlessly entertaining. My apologies, my dear. My merriment was not meant to mock your mistake. It is our sibling Kokobuki with whom you should speak. What's this? What's this? Great Thal has led us a new aspirant. Ah, Kokobuki, were you here the entire time? Greetings, child. I am Kokobuki the eldest, and I would venture to say the wisest of the 5 masters of the Thaumaturges Guild. It is my solemn duty to furnish our would-be initiates with a succinct understanding of our beloved art. Thus I would have your fullest attention. To wield thaumaturgy is to unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spells far exceeds the destructive capability of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, blizzards, somnolence. The Thaumaturge calls upon an expansive arsenal of offensive incantations to incapacitate and obliterate all manner of adversaries. Open your mind to our sorceress teachings, and you too shall soon hold the unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such power has a price. You must be willing to plunge headfirst into the forbidding chasm of thaumaturgy's secrets. For advancement in this art comes only with the completion of deadly and terrible trials. I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap into the abyss in pursuit of power unrivaled? Just show me the edge. A confident response. Your name, if you will. Very well, Shaelle. Let us mark your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star marmots, and snapping shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorceress might and slay 3 of each of these creatures before returning to my side. Very well, your immortalness. Let's go. Now, if you recall, there are a number of small quests along the way for lower level characters. I'm actually going to leave those quests for when we pick up another class. And I'm going to let the other class advance using those quests rather than do what I've done with my first couple of characters, which is just clear every quest in an area as I go through. It's not incredibly efficient. Let me just work out where we're going. Central Thanalan. Right, so not this gate. So that's you'll see a few more quest markers around until we pick up our other classes. I'm still debating whether or not I want to pursue one. Sorry, I want to pursue the main story with just one class. Oops, my bad. Or whether or not I want to pick up a few more classes, maybe one of each kind, before I pursue the main story quest. I did work out that there are about 1,000 main story quests, and that if I was to do one a day, it would take us about 3 years to get to the end of the Dawn Trail. And of course, some days you can't do just one a day, because this is just overkill, honestly. Yes. I seem to have offended a couple of things. Let's beat them up. The huge hornet is what we're here for. And of course, now I'm going to have a few other things that are just as mad at me. Rightio, we'll take that one out. I think I've got one more huge hornet to go. Oh, and then I've got to find some snapping shrews. We're good. What am I doing? Blue? Right. Okay, the snapping shrews are a little bit further down. You will see them marked in the handy dandy orange circle on your map. Or not, as the case may be. What's that about? The way, yeah, it is over here. Way of the Thaumaturge. Now, no doubt he's going to call on some help because we are a hideously huge level, more than we need. How many of these? Alright, we just need to defend ourselves against this one. Very good. Alright. Let's head on back to the Thaumaturges Guild. I'm just going to do that well, I can't return. I'm going to teleport then. No? Fine, I'll take the long way. We'll get there. I'm not quite sure where I was about to send her, but it wasn't Ul'dah. Alright, we'll just go into here, then we'll find the teleport from the Adventurers Guild. The Adventurers Guild is actually opposite the exit we need, so. And back to the Thaumaturges Guild. Saves us running all the way. Shaelle, where are we at, girl? After reporting Our first Thaumaturges quest. Kokabuki. You have the satisfied look of a mage who's utterly vanquished her foes. Shaelle, I formally welcome you into the Brotherhood of Thaumaturges. The purpose of this trial is to gauge your capacity for wielding thaumaturgy, an innate quality the limits of which are bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Aether, the very stuff of life, exists within all living creatures, to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic law of arcane manipulation. Now, I have here a tome that shall serve you as a hunting log. As the name suggests, its pages are to be filled with records of the enemies you slay. The log also contains the names of such adversaries that will challenge and improve your skills as a thaumaturge. As your experience grows, so shall your reserves of thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might will also swell in response to moments of extreme terror and duress. When you find yourself seeking greater challenge, when next you crave the thrill of exquisite fear, that is when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. The next Thaumaturge quest will be available from Kokabuki upon reaching level 5. Well, we have our hunting log. We will do a hunting log episode, but first we will see if we can equip anything new. Nothing. No. Radio. And on that note, I shall bid you adieu. Next episode, we are going to do the Threat of Intimacy. Our second Thaumaturge quest. But if you enjoyed it, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And I will check you later. Take care out there.